8 people have today been confirmed dead in Biiza village, Chibumba parish, Murora Sub-county in Kisoro District, over mudslides due to heavy downpour. Among the dead, 6 have been from the same family and have been identified as Uwamaria Gladys, Gilidesi Mucunguzi, Yasoni Twezine, Junior Yaturinze, Diasafini, Nyeraneza Provia, and other dead have been identified as Uwenenza Racheal Mutwa by tribe and Kajungu Nelson. The heavy downpour that lasted for about 4 hours started at around 10 p.m. up to 2 p.m. on Tuesday night. The 6 people were from the same house, died on spot after the heavy downpour found them while sleeping, whereas the other 2 were on their way back home. Our reporter visited the scene where the bodies were being retrieved from the mud and the collapsed house. Here, district officials and the police had arrived with their doctor who carried on a postmortem and handed over the bodies to the relatives for a proper burial. According to the residents, the heavy downpour lasted for about 4 hours as speeding water started flowing from the hills, destroying several gardens and structures, claiming people's lives as well. Locals further say that such an incident has never happened in their area, calling upon the government to intervene and assist them in such a disaster.
So far, 8 people have died, and the root cause is the heavy rainfall, the steep terrain, and the poor agricultural practices.
Yacu nka Murora ukituye ni imisozi kandi niyo turyamo. So ico nico kiri gutera imvura yaguye nyinshi cyane, yamaze nk'igihe cy'amasawa nk'8 nangwa 10 iri kugwa, kandi ubwiye amazi gari imvura iguye cyane amazi gajaga mu butaka cyane, so ko gagiye mu butaka cyane kandi imirimo iri fresh ariho bahinze, iyo ibwoko byaremereye birahuruduka, nibyo inzu yose yari idafite igiti haraguru yagiye. So katwe nk'abaturage icyo twaturu gusaba ngo twikoremo umurimo kugira ngo kubera aho dutuye ari habi kandi kabariho dufite tutaje ahandi, twikangane tumenya ngo mfitaho nteye igiti kiyambe inzu yanje, kinyambe nanje umurima gwanje ko mfite kadatemba, kugira ngo natwe ejo ubuzima bukomeze tuteguhora turi gutemba. Nangwa iki kintu kibayeho ubu nigo mu rundi rwa mbere ko bibaye cyane bikomereye cyane, kandi ubundi wasangaga imirima zatembye tugapfirwa imyaka, inka zigapfa, ariko ntabwo twakabonyeho inamba y'abantu 8 gupfira cyane.
The leaders who immediately rushed to the scene confirmed the incident and they attribute such to deforestation, overpopulation in the area, and poor methods of farming.
Last night there was a heavy rainfall from around 10 up to 2 a.m. and the rain was so heavy that it started carrying away people's houses, gardens and animals. As you can see, this place is highly mountainous and people have cultivated. All the hills have been left bare. It is garden after garden. So for that matter, when water comes from the hilltops, it comes down at a very high speed and it washes away whatever it finds on the way. So this LC1 chairman lost 6 people, but another 2 people also died from another parish. So in total so far confirmed are 8 deaths.
We are grappling with the effects of climate change and poor farming practices. And we don't want to tell lies that things are impossible. You just stand in that hill that you can see. You will be looking at the side of Rwanda and we will be looking at our side. There will be a total difference between soil management practices, between farming practices, and you will just conclude that for us, we know how to talk, good politics. And we have people who we are massaging even when they are doing wrong things. And when calamities happen like this, we say, oh, it's sorry. Then we start making postmortem, dealing with making a very beautiful speech.
This further said that the Gilidesi sub-region should have special policies for managing the soil because of its hilly terrain, adding that the region should be given a special budget allocation for its hard-to-reach area.
Everything has been washed away. The biggest problem is that people here have cut all the trees. And the population growth here is too high. Among the Bafumbira, among the Bachiga, population growth is too high. And people are now fragmenting land splitting it, and now a family is surviving on 1/8 of an acre. So it's garden after garden, land is fragmented, it's split, and now it has been degraded. So when rain comes and finds no obstacle, it has to sweep away this area. So I have been asking the people here that, one, we have to put back the ridges. Here they call it paka chini, paka juu. We have to cut the ridges throughout all these hills so that when rain water comes down, it finds the ridges and then the speed is reduced.
Today is a catastrophe that is not a miracle, that is expected to happen every season, depending on the weight of the rains and depending on how people are mobilized, sometimes even forced to practice good farming practices. So we are suffering from those bad farming practices and also the changes of rains, which are now more than they used to be. This business of saying program-based budgeting and planning should be seen, not be talked about. All these people that have lost their gardens, some of them could have got some good inputs from NADS, or they may be having money from PDM. But if they get such monies and we have Operation Wealth Creation, but where our soils are going, we shall be wasting time.
The heavy downpour left Rubanda and Ruchiga also affected, where the mudslides claimed 3 from Rubanda and 7 from Ruchiga District, thus leading to the death of 18 in the entire Kigezi sub-region. Kigezi sub-region is among the areas in Uganda that are prone to the disasters caused by heavy rains. Nabati Nyamachi for Kigezi Television.